Welcome back to the channel. So I really like the Tudor Black Bay Pro. I like how Tudor really went back in time, looked at old Rolex Explorer 1655 and really turned it into their own. There's a lot of design of this watch that looks and resembles the old watch, the old 1655, but it has some new, of course it has the snowflake hands. It has a few things that are different. It's got round hour markers. The original 1655 didn't have that. But it does have some of, Tudor did their own little twist on it. So that's what I like about Tudor, how they're able to use old Rolex design and really kind of redesign it, and come out with a hit. I mean, they have so many watches they can go off of, in their history, in the old archives, to really, tap into and make some real successful pieces. So this one here is the Tudor Black Bay Pro. It's a 39 millimeter. I know to some it may be a little chunky, but any Black Bay traditionally is going to be a slab side, thick watch. My Tudor Pelagos is a 14.5 millimeter, and it doesn't seem to wear or look that thick due to the fact that it has the helium escape valve and also that it's made out of titanium. So if you look at like a Rolex Deep Sea, that thing's like a 17 millimeter. That thing looks like 17 millimeter because it's just a big, huge slab side, polished stainless steel. And then if you look at, something like this, same thing. I think the thickness on this is around the same, 14.5, maybe 15, but somewhere in that range. I think they still make this watch very, very wearable. The width, the lug width, or the tip to tip measurement, I believe, is 48 millimeters. So it wears real nice, even though, some may say it's a little tall. I like the crown, the size of the crown. I've always liked the size of the crown on the Black Bay line. Very nice proportion. You have a very nice bezel, which is, stainless steel brush bezel, which has the same, look and style of the original Explorer. You've got that top hat domed sapphire crystal. No AR coating, I don't believe. I know that my Pelagos has AR coating. I don't think this has any AR coating. Maybe on the underside, but nothing on the outer side. You have what I really love about this watch too, and it just really gives it a great look, is you have those big lume plots, and there's no borders. There's no, white gold surrounds or, no border at all around it at all. So it's just big old chunk of lume. And I really think that just does wonders for not only the lume, but just the look of the watch. It ties in more of that vintage look without being vintage, you know what I mean? And this strap on this thing, this bracelet, the T-fit, very, very nice. It's right up there with the Rolex, easy, glide lock, but very, very nice. And you can see here on my 7.5 inch wrist, it fits very, very well. You have a beautiful case, brushed, polished, chamfers. I mean, just beautiful, done very, very well. Something that Rolex doesn't do anymore. So I think that is super cool. But yeah, look how good it wears on my 7.5 inch wrist. I think it fits me perfect. It's just a good watch. Out here in the sunlight, you can actually see the polishing around on that bezel, and then it's brushed up on top. And you can see how that crystal kind of had a little distortion at first, but there's very good clarity. It's good to get the time at pretty much any angle. It's a very easy to read watch. That's what I like about this design. You have your date there at the 3 o'clock, instantaneous date change, of course, 70-hour power reserve, Tudor manufactured movement, Kinesi movement is what it really is. But I know that Tudor, Rolex, they, own that company as well, I believe. So I guess you can kind of say it's in-house. The movement I really like, the jumping hour hand. I really love that feature on this watch. Of course, you know, people may call it a true GMT. You know, I call it a traveler's GMT. That's really what it is. Makes it real quick on the fly to change your time zone. But yeah, look at this bracelet. I mean, other than the rivets, I just don't like the rivets. I know it's almost like they disappear, like it's not there, but they're there. And when you own the watch, yeah, you're going to get used to it. It won't bother you as much, but I know they're there, and that's something we don't really need. We don't need to have the rivets, but I know that they're trying to tap into the, you know, vintage look, so I get it. So honestly, I don't mind it. I can have it. It's not a problem. But if Tudor really wanted to improve on something on all their watches, the Black Bay, mainly on the Black Bay, because that's what they do it on, is to remove the rivets. You don't need the faux rivets. Lume is spectacular. You just saw that. Lume's amazing on these watches. Tudor's always had amazing lume. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to show this thing off. This is a beautiful watch. And I think anyone would be very happy to have it in their collection. It's just, it's a great piece. Very, very good piece. But here's some shots head on. But just a gorgeous watch. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and watch the rest of the B-roll here. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.